There's one thing that the NBA draft has taught me in recent years, it's that you can still find great talent late in the second round and even undrafted prospects. And the same can be said this year with Lamine Diane. Diane was a redshirt sophomore this past season for Cal State Northridge, where he averaged 25.6 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game on 48% shooting from the field. Now, as the title suggested, I really believe that Diane is really similar to Pascal Siakam's game style. So let's break down Diane's strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, if you average around 25 points per game in both seasons, it highlights how good of a scorer Diane is. But what really impresses me with how Diane scores is that he does it with a range of different moves. As you can see in the differing tapes, both Pascal and Diane love to be able to use their post moves to score around the paint, and they both have a really polished interior game. Just consider this by how Diane shot 72.5% around the rim, and Siakam was at 73.7% at college. But Diane, like Siakam, likes to be able to diversify his game and to have the ball in his hands around the mid-range area and just go to work from there. One of Diane's favorite moves is to do a quick off-the-dribble attack to either get all the way inside for a layup or just stop suddenly to get a pull-up mid-range shot. Diane's quickness with the ball in his hands posed a problem for many of the 4s and 5s that had to guard him this past season, which leads to another promising aspect to his game, his ball handling ability. Diane has shown very good promise with being able to handle the ball. He's had highlights where he brought the ball all the way up by himself to create a shot, or even in the half-court environment where he simply just created a band of dribble moves to get past his defender. But like Pascal, it's a work in progress. Pascal, in his final collegiate season, would be able to get past his opponent with his dribble, but he struggled in making the right decisions. As the scouts believed back in the 2016 draft, Siakam would get a little wild at times on the offensive end, and this can be shown by how Siakam averaged more turnovers than assists in his collegiate career. Diane, as a result, struggles with the same exact problem. In trying to create his own shots with a ridiculously high usage rate of 38.5% this past season, he just tried to do too much at times, and it resulted in either bad reads or bad passes. But like Siakam, going to an NBA team that will spend time with Diane to work on his decision making when handling the ball and having a much lower usage rate will greatly benefit Diane's development. But honestly, the part of Diane's game that really screams to me Pascal Siakam is how he moves when he doesn't have the ball and how he defends. Both Pascal and Diane in college were both extremely athletic mobile forwards who would be slashing towards the rim when they didn't have the ball in their hands. What this does is that for Diane, it gives him a venue to be able to score in case of the situation where he's having an off shooting night. But more importantly, it's making the defender actually work and guard. If the defender isn't up to guarding these backdoor cuts and off-ball screens, he is in for a long night, either with Diane or Siakam, due to their complete package to score on the offensive end. As for his defense, like Siakam, Diane being a 6'7" forward with a 7'1" wingspan went a long way towards Diane in being able to defend opposing guards. So many plays in these clips, Diane was able to either completely block a shot or even at least tip it. There's a reason why both Siakam and Diane averaged 2.2 blocks per game in their final collegiate season. Extremely smart athletic defenders. Now, for all the good that Diane is able to do, there's a reason why Diane isn't even projected to go drafted. A large reason why he came back for his sophomore season with the Matadors was that he wanted to improve his shooting. And despite the promise he showed in his freshman season, his shooting is still a work in progress. This past season, Diane shot only 28.6% per game on around 3 attempts. The reason why his shooting percentage is concerning for him is that Giannis wasn't a good free throw shooter either. Free throw percentages usually give a good insight into a player being able to develop their jump shot, and Giannis only shot 66% from the line. Giannis might never ever become a good shooter at the professional level, but if he can even develop some type of jumper, it'd be a ridiculous steal. Just consider this: Pascal Siakam, for the amount of threes that he attempts and can make in a game, only attempted 0.4 attempts per game and shot it at a 17% clip in college. The other areas that scouts are downing Giannis comes through his age and the league he played. But I find this very funny, because if this is what scouts are largely downplaying Giannis on, NBA personnel are about to make the same mistake that they did with Siakam. The scouts had said that Siakam had played in a weak league, and that they don't know if this would translate. They also said that his old age would present a problem in his development, and they also said he's going to need to add some strength to last in the NBA. But honestly, the funniest part about all of this is that they're now saying this towards Giannis. Are they the same? No. Will Giannis become a carbon copy of Siakam? No. But I'm guaranteeing you, give him a good, functional organization that'll allow him to develop like the Raptors did with Siakam, and he's going to be really good. And just remember, he's projected to go undrafted. Let's see who picks this guy up. Until next time, peace.